Okay, here I am. This is my first one I ever started, my first art journal. I just put some dingle dangles on it today. This is an old earring. I just ran through some sari ribbon. Sari, I think it's called ribbon, right? And just twisted around and chopped it off. Put some glass beads on there. Anyway, that's my dingle dangle. Down here I have another dingle dangle. I had a piece of ribbon that I glued in because my pages were falling apart. I just let it hang out the bottom and put another earring on the bottom of that for a dingle dangle. This is a 5x7 book. I loved this is the actual cover. I just covered up the title with a sticker and put some words that speak to me on it. And I loved the cover of the book, so I left it. Very retro 60s. And so I'm just going to do a quick little flip through for you. See, when my pages fall apart, I just glue some cloth or something in there to keep them secure. Now, remember, an art journal is not for the world to see, and here I am showing the world. So it's not always beautiful and perfect like something you would hang on your wall. It's just what comes out of you the time that you are doing that page. I used to have chickens, and I absolutely loved them. I've had over 100 of them in my time, and I had a massacre. A coon came and massacred my last few that I had, and I journaled over here. I sure do miss my girls. They were therapeutic. Each and every one had her own little personality. My heart was full for them all. I love animals, Birdie. You know, I just write what's on my heart. That was just last year. I was obviously mourning my girls, so that's what came out on this page. I love fairies, so I got a couple little fairies on here. Find the strength in you. I was practicing with rub-ons. I had found some in an estate sale and had never used them. Have some texture paste, and I doodled over the top. Texture paste over here. And, you know, I use the rub-ons till they're gone, and maybe someday I'll get some more. I am a camper. I'm a member of the Sisters on the Fly, so I love anything with campers on it. So this one says Gypsy Trailer and Outdoors. I've got pictures of campers on there. And I stamped and did all kinds of stuff. This one here is inspired by Tiff, the Southern Gal Designs, I think she's called. And she does a different kind of art journaling. So I just watched her one evening and thought I'm going to journal with her. So I did my own thing. This one says, inspired by grace, and all that I am or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. It's a quote from Abraham Lincoln, and I liked that. Here's another one. Just a magazine. This has just got some old spine of a book I ripped out and a piece of fabric, and it says, if home is where the heart is, you are my home. Just a magazine picture I ripped out and decoupaged on. Hello, another Tiff. I'm sure she could watch this video and point out exactly which ones I was doing with her. When nothing is sure, everything is possible. Are you feeling red? Because I was practicing with Lori Marie Jenkins, taught me how to put watercolor down real juicy and then drip alcohol on it and make these little splotches. And this one happened to be red, and that's just how I ended it. I don't always do a page from start to finish. What I do is, like this one, I practiced with Lori Marie on that technique, and then I closed it, and months later I would come back and had this cute little, I love birdies, of course, hence my nickname. And so it looked like it matched. So I'd glue it down, and another day I would find the words, you know, just pieces at a time is how I do it. Okay, this is a blotch page, but I'm going to explain it to you. I used this is called Dylusion Spray Ink, the purple. I used it on here, and then that's about all I could do. I couldn't go over top of it because I learned that that darn Dylusions ink will bleed through absolutely anything you put on top of it. I can decoupage a magazine over the top of it. I can put anything over the top of it, and the purple bleeds through. So it's just kind of on there, and I had to work around it, and so yeah, it's not my favorite, but it was a practice page, and that's what I did. This one here, everything is just gluing, smearing, smushing, doodling. This is a French fry wrapper from McDonald's that I taped in to hold my little tag. I'm going to stop. My husband's coming in. Okay, he's done in the house now. So anyway, this is my French fry wrapper pocket for my tag. I just decoupaged over it. It's my little girl. I don't know how to explain each one. You know, it's just stuff that I try. I don't know. This and here's another page I'm not too excited about. It just looks like a cluster muck, I'll call it. I was trying to draw my own little flowers over here, and it didn't work out too whoopee, and try to stamp, and it just, you know, not exciting. But there again, not anybody is supposed to be seeing this. It's supposed to just be for practice. So here's my little fairy. Isn't he cute? Look at him. I just cut him out and put him on my little background. This one here is out of a magazine, and then I just put this cute little lace trim around it. Home is where the heart is. I think I did this one on election day. I was inspired by voting, so I did another page in another art journal on election day also. But here, I don't know if you can see it. It's got that darn Dylusion spray ink, and if you can see where it's coming around the flag and soaking through, see this big patch on his, this is supposed to be all white. And that darn, this is a thick, out of like a encyclopedia book, and that darn Dylusion spray bleeds right through whatever you decoupage on top of it. So yeah, not a fan of the Dylusion spray ink. Sorry if I offend anybody, but I'm not. Another, oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Look at this. I have two of the same fairy in here. I just noticed that. Okay, well, I guess I really thought he was special. Fairy Forest. I can remember the day I did this one. It was in Paxico, and I was on a camping trip with the Sisters on the Fly. And when everybody goes to bed, I wasn't tired. Oh, look! Paxico, 2017. I remember sitting in my camper and putting together this art journal page. Plant your feet firmly and let your heart have wings. I used a little bit of embroidery thread on my little bird cage. And over here I just practiced doodling, which I'm not very good at, but I was practicing. In the midst of winter, I found within myself invincible summer. I am a personal gardener, and I'm trapped in the house in the winter, and I get such depression from being in all winter. Anyway, that's my book. And now I will grab my other one. You know what? I think I will do a whole nother. This already been almost 10 minutes. So I'm going to do a whole nother book flip with the one that I did at my dad's nursing home. Okay? So make sure you check it out. What does my granddaughter say? Like, subscribe, thumbs up. Bye-bye from Birdie.